Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. They'll start with a give here to Balazs. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. He was brought down by Devon Kennard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Let's go, hustle, fellas. Target.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Glover Quinn there on the stop.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Demarcus Lawrence. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. On fourth down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Back deep is the former Seahawk, Golden Tate. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On second down, here's Fournette. And some room to work. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. First down at Stafford. And the grab by Crom. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
To throw on second down is Stafford. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. And
a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So now here come the Dolphins. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And he's got room. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he's going to be marked down deep in Detroit territory. They give him a gain of 38. First foray into the red zone for Miami. 1st and 10 at the 19. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And it's caught. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
So out now come the Lions. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A first carry now. This is Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The pitch to Fournette. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. On first down, Stafford here. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, I need one. Here we go.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. On second down, here's Stafford. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10. He's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Hey, tag 32, tag 32.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Push his way forward here for a good little gain. Bobby McCain here, the one who brings him down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Right. On the ball, on the ball. Right, 22. 32.
After the run, now Stafford going to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. The rookie Minka Fitzpatrick with a pick. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Deep.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Looking left sideline, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to get this inside the 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Right there.
He'll get it up the middle. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. They get 3 yards closer but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, after last week, where he kept finding the end zone, what do you have, 2 touchdown runs?
Yep.
He's got to be just a tad frustrated here. Close, but he hasn't gotten in.
Well, maybe they give him another shot. We'll see.
Well, I would think so. I think he's built up that type of equity, but the guys on the other side of the ball know it too.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he gets this out to the rookie Kerryon Johnson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Hey, go here.
Fournette, a first down carry. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Let's go. Let's go.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And his throw here is incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, 22. Set. No, 20. Jumbo.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And Tate's got it. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Hey, tag 53.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. The Lions on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helps him pick up the first. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle. Play action. It's Tannehill.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And Janikowski bangs it through, and that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Finding room at the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And the Dolphins rush gets home, down he goes. And not a blitzer, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. A first run for the backup of Duolo. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 13 yards on the pickup. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Zebra! Hey, 6-2. Go waiting! There! Go waiting!
Here we go with Johnson. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
I guarantee every coach wants to go for it on 4th and 1 in this spot, but so few of them have the guts to do it in their own territory. But he puts his faith in his offensive line, and they're able to pick up the first.
Hey, go here! Hey, go here!
Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he's brought down. Play action. Stafford. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Stafford now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
21. Set.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 13-7. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Play. Tight end right. Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. To throw is Tannehill. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. He's got a man complete. That one goes for 36 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense. For jumping. So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right about the 20. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Tannehill now to throw. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. him down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And Janikowski bangs it through. And now it's a two-score game at 9, 16-7. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a two-score game, his third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And the grab by Croft. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. On first down, Abdul trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
To throw on second down is Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
10.
On third down, Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. The rookie Minka Fitzpatrick with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Go. Hey, 20. Zebra.
Check, 42.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And Detroit getting set to go now.
ball.
And they begin the drive with a duel. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. A gain of 3, second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Off the play fake. Stafford. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down. Off play action. Stafford. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Charles Harris in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Off the play fake. Stafford. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Off play action. Stafford flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Off the play fake. Stafford. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Second and 10, Stafford again. Oh, no, lost the football. Or call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's caught. Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Stafford now to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. Now it's Stafford. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept you in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
They run it with Balaj. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun, across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he's on to punt for Miami. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And Detroit getting set to go now. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
And 15 yards there on the catch and run. Now Stafford. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Complete to Jones. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. This will be caught inside the 10. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Dolphins, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.